Oh, greetings and salutations, kids. I am not here yet today. I'm actually really tempted to. Was tempted to take today off. I don't, or the morning anyway, because I'm just not awake. I feel like we can knock out some stuff and get the excitement going. Maybe we'll be okay. You know what I mean? 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 My throat is still being a butt. So I haven't done my I haven't done anything. I'm just, like I said, I'm still in my early wake up portion of the morning here. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Let's just eat 200 experience, I don't care. Alright. Also, the computer's being a little bit. I don't want to blame the computer. I think it's a bandwidth issue, but things are being a little bit laggy this morning. More than just me being asleep. Alright, let's see. Last night, we did Black and Blue, or no, Head of Golifon, and the other Slavers of the Shrieking Mind. We finished up those. We have Reclamation, Jewel, Newcomers, and Black and Blue that we would not be opposed to doing. Actually, most of the tins are good for us. Oh, well, welcome back. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of options here. In the live stream voice chat, just in case if somebody trickles in and would like to do stuff. Yeah, I think we're gonna off to Black and Blue and Newcomers. Let's see what level these ladies are. A 20. It's a little bit above where we can play with them. You know what we could do today instead of... No, we need to focus on this right now. I'll take some time in the next couple of days and I'm going to start working on some of the bank alts. Either just like straight up clean them out, get rid of them. But a lot of them have a lot of like the legacy gift things, so I probably won't just straight up get rid of them. 34 minutes, it's just the only one we have. Yeah. Alright, so let's do Black and Blue. Is this one Black and Blue? It is. Black and Blue has some gear in it that we would very much like to get our hands on. They have a acidic and a bolt spear. I have one of the two, but I don't remember which one. So an acid one and an electric one. There's a whole bunch of like interesting armors in here. I thought there was something else though that oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just those two orbs that I was excited about. We got the Band of Insightful Commands. That's the ring that we were wearing for a while. Mystic wrappings are bracers of potency, quality potency, insightful magical sheltering, quality magical sheltering. That's pretty good. And then there's an axe that gives weapon sonic effect, weapon critical effect, improved destruction, and a maiming. What? Bring up this axe for me. What is this thing even? So it's a one-handed weapon. It does 3d6 sonic damage every hit. On crits, it does 76 sonic. Improved destruction. Maiming 3. So when you crit, it does an extra 3, which is 9. And an orange slot. That's pretty good. Be really good for like a Sonic character, maybe. On theme. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to do black and blue anyway. Alright, so we're going to start the day off with black and blue. Oh, wakey, wakey. Are we awake enough to actually do this? Let's click this button. And then I guess now's the day to go ahead and drink our our Guild Renown elixir, just to get it gone. That's fine. Now it's gone. You don't have to deal with it anymore. Alright, let's do it. Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time again for the road most traveled. My name is Samius. Hope you enjoy this little tutorial today. It's the first one of the day for me, so I'm still waking up. And hopefully I can remember how to do this quest. I've been trying to do it every life, the last couple of lives, basically, again. Just like
the Chamber of
in the video descriptions for
to guard
all of these
several powerful artifacts in this area.
Tutorial videos.
But hasn't
I realized how many things I've been avoiding on my level 1 to 10 path.
To the east is a large portal with 3 dormant rooms above it. An excited form behind the portal beckons you closer.
This is one of the quests, or the 2 quests actually, the 2 dragon quests here, were quests that I
thick dust blankets this
we're
room.
avoiding pretty heavily.
You spy an unlit room
And
in one of the
there
corners.
really is no good reason for that. Get our rune arm going. Switch sticks. At this point, the Blight Inferno and the
room starts to
and the Ratcatcher are kind of like our defaults in the fire stance.
On
of course, I mentioned earlier the reason for that is that fire spell power increases the spell sword damage, but it's not always the most obvious when I'm trying to get going in the morning. Let's get it wet down. Also, all these guys can be on fire. But apparently I killed the guy that I was targeting before I could get him, so that's real talent. I feel like I did not put that firewall in the optimal spot. Alright, our cleric should be walking around the corner in a second. Hopefully he'll give us a heal. There he is. Good morning, Flagon. Look at that. It's like I planned it. Alright. So, one of the things about this quest that I do recall is that they love spawning Reapers. I think the last time I was in this quest and newcomers, I think I spawned something like 23, 24 Reapers doing this quest last life. It was, in my brain, it was a crazy number for one level 10 quest. May not be for everybody, but for me it seems like a lot.
When the lever is pulled.
So far we haven't encountered any today. That's just fine. I'll take that. Let's call it a small favor, but there are lots of groups. There's one. There's the Reaper today. The Reaper today is a Plague Reaper even. Firewall. Get all those little dots factored in. Oh man, look at that. Look at that example of why ranged is so good. Alright, so I have the feeling that they're currently doing this. Never mind. This might be time-stamping the video in a negative way. But, right now I believe they're doing the second Lamania update for update 45. I noticed another couple of streamers were streaming talking about improved precise shot. I think they're going to have a lot of difficulty convincing people that that's the right play. But hopefully this update will kind of satisfy everybody. I know it has been a pretty major contention on as part of the stream chat here. Alright, so Duder should be free once we get this pulled.
The rune flickers to life when it is activated. Ergnonth cries, "At last I am free." I can sense that the path to the amphitheater has collapsed. Meet me near the cave-in. I will open it for you.
We want to wait until our web spell is timed out before we fire off our Light Inferno. Light Inferno does blow up the
far end of this chamber seems to be sealed by a solid wall of stone.
Hiding always on. Doesn't look like rubble to me. It looks like a pretty nicely built wall. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna like put some. Oh, you're gonna.
The ground rumbles and rocks shatter as Ergnonth clears the way.
All right, so Black and Blue involves a couple of dragon fights.
Are now the site of a dark ritual conducted by cultists and a fearsome black dragon.
You don't want him to touch us. Fire things off of our cleric here.
black dragon flies off, bellowing for help.
Was
Master,
that?
we were
Was
thwarted
it
at
on
the
the black
amphitheater.
dragon?
I'll
Really?
secure the second artifact if you'll slow these damned intruders. Ergnaunt shouts. Quickly! Into the passageway to the south. You'll find the second artifact at the end of several aqueducts.
I currently do not have a proof precise shot on this character, so I'm not as worried about it as a lot of people. But I can understand why people are concerned. Boop. Do we need a shrine? No, I think we're okay still. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Alrighty.
This huge aqueduct was constructed by the giants in another age. Small rock outcroppings poke above the flowing water.
So, spoiler alert, the water is lava.
An ancient blue dragon suddenly swoops over the aqueduct. A bolt of lightning from the creature strikes the water, instantly electrifying it.
Trying to figure out. Oh, it's this guy. I think I'm trying to figure out where this this damage is incoming is coming from. Alright, let's get a heal. Let's also get a treasure from energy running. I believe there's a trap over here by this bag. Okay, well apparently trap box is on that side. It also apparently has a really wide reach, way past where you see the blade. So keep that in mind. And I probably now ran this quest 3 or 4 times over the last handful of lives. So I'm not intimately familiar with the quest, but I'm working on it.
Offering refuge from Korkaza, the ancient blue dragon, and the electrified water.
We want to
The cavern tunnel leads deeper into the giantish complex.
lava whenever possible, right? So it's taking the lava damage. I can't quite tell. Let's see. This guy's close to dying. Yep, they are taking the lava damage. Sweet. That means they'll probably take it again later, which is important to note. Remember scorpions anywhere. Clearly there are, though. So keep that in mind.
A second aqueduct stands before you. Surrounding it are stone platforms in various states of repair, as well as some small stone outcroppings. A dark and lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it.
Alright, so in addition to the floor is lava, part of the floor will start to fall away now. I believe the little islands are
The ancient platform
stable,
gives way, exposing water beneath it.
but anything else is not. And also, I think there's a trap around here somewhere. This is just an ambush of Scorpion. Hey, good morning, Sir Smash. Let's get this guy to check out the floor is lava for us here. Still lava? Still lava. Okay, good.
The creature
Question.
emits a
I love
guttural
answering
groan.
questions. What question do you have
Collapses.
for me today? Oh, this must be a doozy. Probably take the next opportunity to shrine if at all possible. Half orcs appear to be bigger than regular orcs. What must the other half be? So the great thing about human, right, is that it not only is it a universal breeder,
This door opens into a
but
second
it also
cavern,
tends
giving you a
to
reprieve
amplify.
from the attentions of the blue dragon.
I feel like there's a trap right here. Haha! Is also double reapers. One carnage, two carnage. Two carnage is what it looks like. Let's go back to the lava here. Pick up any insulary. Good times. So yeah, I mean, humans is like natural born steroids. At least that's my theory. That might sound a little naive. Alright, so I believe this trap is like a big series of blade traps, like double or something. Let's... Aha, see? We intentionally sent Flagon through as a guinea pig because I didn't remember for sure. And then we're gonna clear one more fight worth of trouble here. But I will say that's a good question. I like that question. And if we weren't recording this video for YouTube prosperity, we might give it a slightly different answer. Alright, let's give him a couple of extra perks here. And we'll shrine up. Get our boo-boos kissed. Oh, I know the other thing we should do. Did I not prepare? Here it is. I'm gonna give him an acid. resist and electric resist also. So ask again later. Sure, that is a fine. That is a fine. Is a fine way to interpret that statement for sure. Oh, excuse me.
The smell of ozone.
I'm still trying to wake up.
Immediately tell you that electricity pulses through the water
I do
ahead.
apologize.
Stone platforms in various stages of
had a
disrepair
really.
surround
It's
the
been a
aqueduct.
rough couple of nights in particular. All right. So now we're gonna go back and forth and back here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat. And we're gonna use our hireling to not have to go quite so far back and forth.
You spot a set of 3 levers with signal crystals above them. When this lever is pulled, a loud click reverberates off the walls of the aqueduct. The other levers are now at the top position.
Assuming this is just another ambush. Nothing does not seem like the right answer. Alright, so... Like, really? Really, you can shoot me from there? You didn't shoot me the whole time I was walking around, but you're gonna wake up now? Okay. There. Alright. So we powered up the first lever. Now we're going to have a hireling pull lever number 2. Did not get the message that lever number 2 got pulled. But it looks like it... Alright. Looks like he got it pulled. I'm going to assume he successfully pulled it. If it doesn't turn on when we get over here to lever 2, we'll have the hireling use the lever again.
Lightning suddenly arches across the water, followed by a harsh laugh from above.
Okay.
The hum of energy pulses through the walls, and a signal crystal begins to emit a glow.
It might be correct to switch to a long-range rune arm for right now. Ooh, this is getting nasty. The soul of cruelty. I don't want to pull our hireling just yet. I want to have him get this last lever, and then he can come heal us. And we can't quite. So now he can pull that lever. He said he did it, so I'm going to trust that he did it. I'm not going to get all paranoid about it. Looks like Flagon's going to stay, which is good. Collectible over here. Another place of the floor is going to fall out, likely. Ah! Tricked me. Tricked me good right there. Alright. Let's make sure that we're ready for a fight. And it inevitably
The signal crystal
comes
lights
when I
up,
open this
and
door.
the portal in front of the ruins disappears. You can now enter the Giant's Temple. The third of the signal crystals begins to glow.
Okay, so now we have cleared our way to the Giant's bathroom, or whatever this is. It's a big square, and we're going in on, the east side. We're entering on the east side, which means north, south, and west are going to have... Okay, let me rephrase. North and south are going to have artifacts or relics or something, levers for sure, that we have to pull. And then we'll proceed to the Colosseum in the west. So since it is a square, you gotta work your way around. Gandalf, it's sticky. A couple of these guys have gotten loose from the web. Alright, dear Harley. Go get that lever K. See what I did there? See what I did? That was funny. That was a funny joke. Not around the square. That's right, we're going around the square. I mean, what else do you call it when you go around the square? You don't go square. Alright, quietly look at the symbol on the side of the wall. Oh man. The candelabra. I don't know how I can work candelabra into... Go pull the candelabra lever. It's rough. Okay, again it looks like we don't have anywhere near as much garbage slash reapers as we did last time we were in this quest. I will take it. Alright, get over here and cabralava that lever. Come on, chop chop. We got things to do.
The second sigil flickers.
Alright,
to
so now
life,
that we have
and
the
magic
levers
barrier
on the north
fades.
and the south pulled,
The way
we
to
don't
the
have to go around
artifact
this
chamber
last
is
corner
now clear.
because we went all the way around. But clearly there's a fight here that we're avoiding. And I believe this is the final fight. The final countdown. Yeah,
The
this is the final
imposing
countdown.
form of an ancient
So,
blue dragon
a couple of things
flies
to keep in
away,
mind.
leaving the black
These
dragon
doorways
behind.
are going to
My
have
master
trash
has escaped
spawn.
and the second ritual is complete.
Says Gorlin.
There's just one loose end. Time to teach you a lesson.
And we definitely don't want to get hit by this thing. So we're going to continuously kind of strafe at a bit of an angle here.
Lightning strikes the water below,
The water will
causing
turn into that
electricity to
like
course through
usual.
it.
We've got a lot of archers to deal with. But we're going to try to just
Lightning
push
strikes the
through.
water below, causing electricity to course through it. Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course
Super
through it.
close.
Lightning
If we can
strikes
clean up the
water
trash
below,
after, that would
causing
be
electricity to
fine in this
course through it.
situation. Start picking up trash over on this way. Oh, nice. Good timing. There was too much more damage there. We would have had to break off or heal earlier, but oh, we landed in the lava. Dumb. I tell you, man, ranged is where it's at the moment, isn't it? Again, it's the reason we picked this build in particular for doing these videos, but man, very strong. All right, let's eat one of these greater treasure hunter elixirs. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I feel like we got whammied, but that's okay. Can't win them all. Alright, so what's going on in the Twitterverse while we get recalled out of here? We'll head over to newcomers after this, but let's get our sweet end reward. Oh, I didn't look to see how long it took us to do the quest either. But it was 32,000 experience points, which is not bad. Not bad. Looks like nothing super amazing. Alright, well that was Black and Blue. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them on the video. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to check out the live stream over at twitch.tv/SamusGarobo. We'll see you again real soon. Toodles. Whammies is an old reference. No whammies, no whammies. So looks like they're making a final season of the Clone Wars cartoon show and putting it up on Disney Plus. That's sweet. Of course, Picard has started, I guess. Other than that and the impeachment stuff, there's just not a lot else going on today. Not much of a Star Wars fan. I'm not like what they would call a big Star Wars fan, but I do enjoy this stuff, you know, occasionally. Like, I still have not seen the newest Star Wars movie. I really don't care if that much. But I do enjoy the Clone Wars cartoon series. I like that quite a bit. Impeachment? So must not be in the States, huh? I'm trying to figure out how to say things without being overly sharing my opinion. But the House of Representatives had a completely partisan vote to impeach the President of the United States. in the articles of impeachment, there was no crimes alleged. They were basically interfering with Congress and abuse of power, but there were no. The things that they alleged are not crimes. So, why impeachment is a political process, starting to turn impeachment into a weapon if your house is in charge, or if your party's in charge of the house and you just had the votes. Anytime a president of the opposite political party is in office, they can just start impeaching. So I don't care for that. And then part 2 of the impeachment process is then the the articles of impeachment get sent to the Senate, where the 100 senators have to vote to either impeach. So basically the House is like the, oh man, I want to say offense, but that's not what it's called it's like this, I don't know, like the offensive lawyer. So like the persecution, that's what it's called, is the persecution. So they like develop a case when they feel like the case is strong enough that they should take it to court. This is not where I parked my car, huh? Strong enough they can take it to court. Then they go to the Senate, which is basically the court. But the Senate has like a really weird role. They're like half the jury and half the judges. I said it's just a really funky setup. So right now they have moved this stuff into the Senate, and they're just opening statements have started, and there's going to be 3 days of opening statements on both sides, which seems really weird. So I believe today is day 2 of the House, which in this case is basically completely controlled by the Democrats, doing their opening statements to present their case. And then the defense will have 3 days to do their opening statements. And then the Senate will review the evidence that the House provided, re-interview any witnesses that the House already examined, and then they will vote to see whether or not they need new witnesses. And then they will vote whether or not to impeach Donald Trump, and then if they do decide to impeach Donald Trump, what will be the punishment. So why it is kind of exciting in the sense that for people who are paying attention, it definitely, like, the fact that there's no crime, if they keep talking about bribery, if there was a bribery charge, they should have put bribery in the articles, because that's a crime. Just like perjury, that's a crime. That's a big no-no. So that's what Bill Clinton got impeached for, was inciting perjury. So had they put a crime in there, it would have made a little bit of sense. But since we've never had a completely partisan impeachment before, it's setting some really scary precedents. Now, a lot of people don't like Donald Trump. And it seems to be, people who don't like Donald Trump are really happy that there's an impeachment. A lot of people do like Donald Trump, and a lot of those people are being like, hey, this is not cool. There's no good grounds to impeach Donald Trump. And then there's a small handful of us who are like, if there was reasons to impeach Donald Trump, you would peel some people off the other side. Like, if the evidence was there, you would get at least some, right? There'd be a couple of people, at least, to swing over from the, in this case, the Republican Party, to vote against Donald Trump on the impeachments. But it was completely partisan, which means that it was right down party lines, and that is really scary. That just means that if next election, say Bernie Sanders wins and becomes president of the United States, but the GOP wins the House and the Senate, they could just start impeaching Bernie Sanders for like any reason now, right? So it's very scary in the political process to set these precedents. So, personally, I feel that there is everybody's a mixed bag. Nobody is 100% good or 100% bad. And I feel like Trump walks that line very, very closely on, like, whether he's going to be 50% good or 50% bad any given day. You know, like, on one hand, he does an amazing trade deal with China, and then, like, he'll go on Twitter and make fun of somebody's appearance. It's like, come on. Come on. So, it is an up and down for sure. All right. Let's put current events back in the bucket and let's rock through the newcomers here, shall we? I think we have wiggle room for like one more quest or maybe even two. Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is I, El Sambo, and we are doing the newcomers. This is another one of those quests that I realized that I was not doing often enough to become proficient with them, thanks to the hardcore server. So I'm trying to work it in. The Black and Blue quest was around 30,000 experience. So I'm hoping that we're going to get something similar for this. Like right now it's locked at 24, but hopefully we'll get a bunch. I mentioned in a previous video that this quest and Black and Blue spawned, the last time I was in here, spawned a ton.
Only to spot a figure
just a ton of
footsteps
reapers.
Can be heard from further down the path.
And this quest more than the previous quest because there's just a lot of mobs that spawn. The numbers and the spawning numbers in this quest are very, very large. So the packs, these big packs, they spawn often. So you just have to kind of deal with the fact that you're going to have lots and lots of mobs to deal with, and that means an increased number of reapers. I also feel, let's see, like there's one already. I also feel like when you have I feel like when you have an increased number of mobs to spawn, the likelihood that you're going to get multiple reapers are improved. So, like, I would not be surprised to have numerous of these fights have 2 reapers, and then occasionally even 3, and then we might even see a 4 reaper group,
of stone caverns.
which is pretty terrifying when you think about it. charged up and be ready for as soon as our web dissipates. Alright, we'll put our web here. Wow, we've used an awful lot of mana this quest so far. Webbing and firewalling is definitely making the fights go much quicker, but it is also eating our spell point reserves. I don't have like a big spell point item on the currently in the gear layout. I probably need to make some changes. I just don't know where I'd cram it in right this minute. The big thing I need to do on my gear here is find a different place to put my strength and preferably this insightful constitution, and then I could switch into my green steel bracers,
The door opens, revealing a
which are
lush
concordant
waterfront.
bracers, and that would
Twisting
probably
paths lead deep into the dense
be
jungle.
enough to kind of help us out. Because we are taking hits. Oh no, I just blew up my web for no reason. It's so bad. But don't have a good place to cram in 6 strength. So I'm kind of playing the limp along game. And the reason I want to keep the strength up is because it, even though we're not like a strength build or anything, we have definitely hit situations where we've taken like 25 points of strength damage or something. Very close to incapping us just on strength alone, strength damage alone. We want to be careful. See, there's one Reaper as well. Let's see if we can focus on it. Jump. Wait till it turns and then jump. Okay, good. Nice, double souls. That's gonna help a lot. Again, quests like this is where you can really see the power of being ranged. I feel like it's a good time, at least for the live stream, maybe not for the videos. It's a good time to continuously point out just how really good range can be when it's good, right? Like when it's good, it's so good, but when it's bad, it's terrible. So I feel like you definitely want to point out all those times it's good. But I mean, just look at this. Where, alright, well, that guy didn't die before he got to melee range, but if he did, it would have been really good. Oh, then we screwed up again.
Several giants have set up camp in a secluded spot. You spy some kind of lever amongst the tents.
You think giants regret their previous culture and miss it? Just as locked, huh? Guess I should ask. They like long for the days of old where they were the all-powerful rulers of Zendrick. Or is it kind of like they were never in power, so they don't have a reference point? And waste our sweet rune arm charge. See, this is the time where being ranged is so bad. I think they definitely long for the days of old. But is it that they're longing for the days of old, or are they just trying to get whatever advantage they can now? It's like the old giants are much different than the new giants, right? The old giants were huge. Strong enough to wrestle dragons. And you don't see giants big enough to wrestle dragons these days. I think they're trying to get their advantages where they can.
A distant sound tells you that a ward has been disabled.
Death kitties. Oh, that's good. Oh, I see it better. Good death kitties, I guess. No. Alright. Girls are going to bed. Did he get to 20? That's good. Have to do your 8 set of rolls. I don't know what that means, but it sounds delicious. But I'm on day, like... Oh, not really 23, because I did have some, like, that first week. I'm getting very close to day 20 without any grains. Or any sugars. Oh, your rolls on this. Okay. Alright, well, have good luck on getting all your daily dice rolls. I was just thinking you're just gonna, like, slam 8, like, fresh baked rolls out of the oven. You're just like, corpse! Alright, I think we can do this next fight before we take that shrine over there. Cheat day. Yeah, there's no cheat day on this diet. Because a cheat day will basically undo 5 days of work. So, no cheat days. Alright, man. Well, good luck. Have fun. Roll lots and lots of Lots and lots of hundreds for me. How are we doing on bolts? 2,000. Yeah, okay. Oh man, I got the sleepies today. Yeah, this is a much smoother,
With the magical barrier dispelled, you can now explore deeper into the caverns.
much less complicated Reaper than last time I was in here.
The sound of a door rumbling open can be heard to the east.
Okay, so that door open. Optional, explore the open
One of
cavern.
the fiercest lizard folk has made this room into its den. The creature hisses menacingly as you approach. The creature emits a guttural groan and collapses.
Okay, well that was pretty chill. Ooh, a diamond of strength +4. That's good. That might help with the mana problem, actually, in a roundabout way. We'd still lose 2 exceptional con, but we might be able, and 2 strength, but that's much less of an issue. I mean, obviously, still 2 strength is a big deal when you're getting neg strength, but still much less of an issue to lose 2 strength instead of 6 strength. I haven't even managed to get to the Dragonborn yet. Should be around this next door, I think.
An enormous cavern opens before you. A raised platform can be seen
Okay.
on the far side.
Never mind. This gets really tricky here. In fact, we're going to go ahead and turn off our rune arm because it's going to get very tricky. And we're going to also turn off.
You pull the lever, and a distant platform suddenly begins moving.
I was looking for that, but you said distant. Get back down here. I was not distant. That was right next to me. I was like looking around to see if one came from like far away. Okay, so to do this next part involves a lot of like getting lucky. Mostly due to that lever right there, I think. Let's see if we can We've done this a couple of times before. Alright, I think we need to go to that platform going up and down there. So we're going to start by shooting this lever. Oh no. Okay. No! It still fell. Okay. You're not the one that goes up and down, are you? Oh, come on. Alright. Now this is on like a turn it on, turn it off switch. So when we turn that one off... actually, no, that looks good. That looks real good. Alright, so now... I want to get over there. I'm trying to remember where that one... There, it's this guy. Alright, so now this next part right here is where things get complicated. So this face is off and this face is on. So we have to be ready to shoot this lever once we've gotten past this face. But call shenanigans on that one, DDO. Oh my goodness. We still have 20 minutes or a jump spell. Or 2 minutes or a jump spell. Now 9 minutes of our jump spell. Let's take another crack at it. Of course, this gets easier when you have somebody who can stand here and shoot that lever for you from over here. What's the other thing? If you could leap, you could probably just leap across like part of the way. I guess it's not gonna... See if we can make it. Oh, we did make it. Whew. So it doesn't look like it's gonna let me do it. And that should open this right here to go up and down. So if our fellow party member no longer made it, should work out. Also, free longbows in this quest, you guys, if you need a longbow.
The door opens, releasing a sudden blast of moist air.
What? Moist? You allowed to say that word? Let's turn our rune arm back on. chill.
Giantish ruins dominate this large clearing.
Just try to
You
get
can
people
make out
back to
the
the
outlines
firewall
of
here.
small dwellings in the distance.
Again, I realize it's not the most impressive firewall damage of all time, but we're not looking to make our firewalls insane. We're just looking to augment our damage some. Another time that ranged was very, very good. We gotta talk to this chick, which means we have to go get that force field down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looks like I pulled two groups of mobs at the same time. Clearly, master.
With the lizard folk defeated, Alanathris calls for you to come to the
Really?
front gate.
Thought there was a lever that had to be pulled. Okay. What's up? All the sweet dragonborns. Really do enjoy the dragonborn class or race. I am looking forward to probably going to rock out several different Sork lives when I do my
This
dragonborn.
passageway has collapsed, but a hole has been excavated to give access to the hallway below.
Get the spellcaster. So what I mean, though, this quest is definitely pretty long. Ironically, I really hope that these guys right here are in fact like Carnage Reapers. No, it's gonna be a Reaper. Let me kiss my boo-boo. Hey, you did it. Proud of you. For whatever reason, the hirelings lately like to run up next to you and then cast the heal spells on themselves. Alright, we're actually pretty close to the end. We have to unlock a puzzle and then basically do said puzzle. Mobs, come on down. was nice. Web spells are better. Like, heck no, we won't go into your sticky goodness. Alright, that's good. Nope, there's the big crystal that we were talking about. I believe it's around, I think it's a puzzle. I remember a puzzle anyway. Oh, now we got a Plague Reaper. We gotta be, oh, there's a second Reaper. Gotta be careful on these, like, Plague Reaper and Multi-Reaper guys that they don't gust a wind or firewall out. That would be a massive waste of mana, obviously. Ouch. Durham, or flagging. Yeah, Durham would have killed us already. I guess we'll stand behind the hireling for a minute. That's fine, right? Nobody ever went to jail for using somebody else's human shield.
Towards the central chamber.
No, that's not. I don't know if that's true. Probably not true. Most human shields are not willing. Some more mana here in a second. Okay, I feel like we're gonna wish that we got some more mana here in a second. So we can deal with that in a minute. We gotta go to that middle room in a little bit anyway, so whoa, 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 whoa. Where did this nonsense come from? Whoa! Okay, well I don't know what happened, but stuff got real scary. Let's try to stay close to flagging here and get healed through this. Alright, well I was not expecting that. Where did they come? They must have spawned on us when we crossed the threshold. When we opened this door, they must have spawned. Interesting. Negative level from the Reaper, huh? At least I think it was from the Reaper. First negative level is not that big of a deal. It's the second, third, fourth, eighth.
As the lever activates, energy pulses into the central chamber.
I guess we could have went through the middle and then pulled those levers. I thought we could. I thought those levers opened. Oh, we missed a fragment. Let's not let that happen. Just remembering how those doors opened. I thought they opened when you got both of the levers.
An unnatural cold radiates throughout this room, which is dominated by a glowing magic device. 2 gems adorn the control panel that Atlantis mentioned.
Whoa, 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 okay. I don't see a shrine in here. There better be a shrine after I solve this puzzle. Unfortunately, I can't see what's going on there. Alright, we had to ban the bot, so apologies for the little break there. Challenge accepted. 1, 2, 3. Even I can do this one. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The gate to the west slides
We
open,
did it!
clearing the way
Huzzah.
into Talenthia's chamber.
Oh, Samius, no likey that there's not a shrine here. Alright, well, let's just pick a direction. Let's also get healed up before we... Oh, and Durham's almost out of mana, too. Let's come back. Go ahead and take... Never mind. That Reaper's gonna come around the corner too, likely. Oh, sweet, there's a mana. Well, we didn't need no stinking mana. Yeah, we did. We needed some mana. Alright, let's give Flag in here a couple of DVs. And I'm gonna steal a little bit. Alright, give the rest to Flagon. So I'm pretty sure we're right at the end. Oh, a bunch of nasty traps. I think I knew that actually. Oh, we found it. We were good. We were good. We all never didn't have it. Come shrine. I know a lot of people are going, Samus, why do you buff your hireling? So anything you can do to make the hireling more survivable is generally pretty okay. Especially if you know or you have a rough idea what kind of like traps or AoEs they might wander into. I don't know for a fact that electric and acid are going to be a thing, but burst like cold. But it seems right.
Dunalenthia stands stiffly on the platform above. Her unnatural movements tell you that she's being magically compelled by the cultists surrounding her.
Alright. So I assume that there's an uppy downy. It's the official term for elevators now, uppy downies. I think we gotta get the cultist, but not the dragon, right?
Releasing Dunalenthia from her magical
It took us 40 minutes. It's a long quest for us. For a lot of boo, but that's okay. We got through the quest. Alright, newcomers, 40 minutes for 35,000 experience and 440 Reaper. I don't think there was much that we could shave time there except for just kill mobs faster. So yeah, it's fine though. Alright, with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys very soon. Toodles. Alright. I think I'm going to take level 13 really... Well, how much experience is that? Yeah, we're going to take level 13. No, this is still like 20,000 experience, right? $20,000 experience. Yeah, we could do one more. Let's do like a chamber arraignment, and then let's get it. We'll level, and then we'll probably get out of here for the for the afternoon. Really beat. I just want to get a lay down before the wife gets off work, and I have to start making dinner and doing all sorts of grown-up things. Also probably need to make sure I take some time to upload all these videos I didn't upload yesterday after I got off. I need to make sure to take time to do that. Yeah, we'll just play it careful, I hope. Alright, greetings and salutations, everyone. We have time for one more quest here before we have to level, and I decided we were going to do one of the walk-ups out in the sands of Manekarin. We're going to do, I think it's one of the Raiment quests here, Chamber of Raiment. Basically, there's the two little, how to put it? There are two helper quests around Wiz King, and one of them is level 10 and one of them is level 11. So we're going to go do the level 10 one, however, still level 12. And we pretty much polished up all of our level 10 quests, the exception of Reclamation and Sarakros's Jewel. And Vault of Night, obviously, and Plane of Night, obviously. So, we've basically got through all of the level 10 quests without too much difficulty. And was basically able to bank the entirety of level 13, basically just doing the level 12 quests. My hireling timed out, so it's just you, me, and Ellery. So I want to kind of be gentle on my pulls here, because that means that whatever I get in over my head on, it's on me / the heal scrolls and Ellery. That just means we're gonna have to charm a little more often here than we have been, aka charm more than 0%. Ow, okay, we're gonna take a lot of damage from that, so let's... Wow, that hurt a lot, actually. Alright, I think we're good again. Three dots of that sun bolt thing.
A torch lights this collapsed portion of the tomb, its weak flame threatening to blow out and cast you into darkness.
Let's make sure we don't get ambushed. He broke your cage. Leave me out of this. Alright, well, I guess we gotta fix the mummy rod. The other thing we can do is we can fire off our regeneration item. It won't do lots and lots of healing right now, but it'll do some.
This decrepit chamber was built to hold the remains of the servant class. The shuffle of bare feet across the floor alerts you to a walking corpse. Its once beautiful face is now a ruin of decay.
Stuff here in the one big room here. Come on, wakey wakey. Sometimes I really love bronze tokens. Specifically like when I'm trying to do some deconstruction work, say it's like a crafting weekend or something, and I haven't been deconstructing stuff like I should because I'm really lazy. It's nice to just be able to go turn in otherwise like a bunch of generic worthless stuff. Get a bunch of crafting materials together really quickly. Let's have Ellery do her job here real fast. She's in attack mode, so she should start healing us. Here pretty quickly.
These dusty chambers contain the mummified bodies of soldiers and elite citizens. The map of the position stirs from his resting place in shambles to
Alright. I think that's close enough that we can go ahead and take our level. I might run through like an explorer zone somewhere just to cap things out altogether, but for the most part we're right on the cuffs there, so good enough for government work, as they like to say. Alright, again, this quest used to be super fast, because you could just invis through and just run through this quest like nothing. Apparently now there's an eternal wizard that wants to... Why am I doing this? Just ignore. I don't want to deal with your shenanigans today. So like I said, it took us about 8 minutes to get about 8,000 experience. Not the world's greatest rate of return by far, but not that bad. Good enough. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe buttons. I really appreciate it. We'll see you again real soon. Cheers. Alright, for like the 1 or 2 people who are watching, I think we'll just hit a couple of the explorers out here. Doesn't really matter that much when we take
of the Wizard King,
or when we grab these explorers, really. So we'll just knock out these desert side ones here real fast, then we'll go level, and then we'll probably call it a stream.
Structure lies the tomb of the astrologer. Crystals surge skyward through the sand, creating a dramatic spectacle.
We do still need like 7,000 experience, so it'd be nice if we could pick up 1 or 2 names along the way as well. It will greatly reduce the amount of explorers we need to try to find. Not. There was no chest. What are they thinking? Thinking, oh, there's 3 dudes there. That means that there's the... No chest means no reason to stop. No chest here, though. Let's horsey back out of here. Let's see, where are we at? 6,000 away still? Yeah, that's still quite a bit. Alright, we'll check, oh man, my ear. We'll check, this named, and then we'll do the overlook, and then probably pick like 1. One more here, like the, nah, we'll just do this overlook and probably call it. Be close enough. 5,000 is basically free, right?
This knoll camp overlooks the Valley of the False Tombs.
Well, that's good enough. We can pick up another 1,000 pretty quickly, but it doesn't really matter that much. So we'll just ride over here and head to the marketplace. Alright, let's take level 13, aka level 10 wizard, right? Or level 11 wizard. So I can't math today. And then that should be all the UMD we need, I believe. I do like Circle of Death. I do like Greater Heroism. Don't think I care that much about the rest of this. Yes, let's take Greater Heroism. I guess Circle of Death.
By the edge of the storm.
Alright, now this isn't a good one for us, because now we get No
the
Holds
thronging
Barred.
crowd. She is searching for heroes. Heroes able and willing to face an unknown foe in the ancient ruins of Giant Hold.
Don't think I care about that one right this minute. Big dodge bonus is really good. And then obviously I like Jaded, I think. Just want everyone to take D8s of damages. Alright, I think with that we're in great shape. Gear level 13, we get a couple of things that are really nice. Will make a big difference, like our some Abbot loot. But we'll deal with all that stuff when we start next stream. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you again very soon, and I hope you had a great day. Toodles.